Good day everyone, my name is Dr. Gani and today we will be talking about joints and different types of joints and other things related to joints. So by the end of this topic, you should be able to explain why it is important for humans to be able to move, to distinguish between ligaments and tendons, to define the term joint and describe the structure of a joint, and identify hinge joint, fixed joint, and ball and socket joints, and describe lever actions of the arm. Right, so if you can recall from my last video on the skeletal system, we spoke about the types of joints in that video, so you could just recap that video to get the types of joints, but I'll briefly go through it here again. So let's start. So basically, movement is crucially important to humans. Why? Because we need to do daily activities. Humans are bipedal, meaning we walk upright, and this enables us to have our front limbs free to manipulate objects. Front limbs meaning your hands. So movement involves your skeleton, your skeletal muscles, and the joints between the bones. So the place where two bones meet, this is called a joint. And there are many types of joints as explained in the videos above, but for the purpose of this video, the types of joints we will talk about are two types: fixed joints, where there is no movements. Example, that's the joint between the bones of the cranium, as explained in the video before. The next type of joint is movable or synovial joints, where there is movement. And these joints include hinge joints, in which movement occur in one plane. Example are the elbow or the knee, meaning like just you could do this and this, that's one plane. And ball and socket joint, where movement occurs in all three planes. Example, the hips and the shoulder joints, so you could rotate it 360 degrees. That's a ball and socket joint. So other things to note would be the structure of the joint, which we will go into more detail now. So some of the structures you could find in a joint will be the two ends of the bone that will make up the joint. You will find your ligaments, which hold the bone together. You will find your synovial membrane, which produces your synovial fluid to lubricate the joint. You'll find your cartilage as well. So this basically is the joint capsule, and that is in a nutshell what a joint is made up of. Muscle is attached to bones by tendons. So these are full of tough collagen fibers that run deep into the muscle and the bone, providing firm anchorage at either end. When muscles contract and shorten, they pull on the tendons, and tendons don't stretch, so all the force is transmitted to the bone, causing the bone to move. So now we have ligaments. Ligaments attach bones together. Most of these are also made of mostly collagen and are tough, but they have some elastic properties, meaning they can stretch a little bit. Ligaments provide support to the joints and form a capsule around the joints. Some ligaments, such as those at the back of the neck, so if you press deep into your neck, you'll feel a structure running vertically, a thin type of structure, not your bone, and it kind of moving. That will be a ligament. So some ligaments, such as those at the back of your neck, have elastic tissues, so they stretch, and this helps to support your head. Like you could move your neck. Cartilage cover the ends of bones at movable joints. It is softer than the bone and smooth, so it allows the bone to glide over the ends, protecting the bone from wear and tear. Synovial fluid is secreted by the synovial membrane surrounding the joint. So this synovial membrane produces synovial fluid, which is an oily liquid lubricating the joint, reducing friction. So now we move on to lever action. So lever action is how the body achieves movement of a load most efficiently. So where there's a movable joint in the body, there's a lever action, and the joint acts as the fulcrum, and this is the point about which a lever pivots, oscillates, or turns. So muscle provides the effort to move the levers. For each lever, there's a load which is supported by the lever or is moved by it. So levers in the body support the weight of the body. The arm acts as a lever which can move. The muscles of the arm provides the effort to move. The joints is the fulcrum. What is held in your hand, any weighted object, is the load. So the arrangement of the muscle minimizes the effort needed to move the load. In the arm, a very small movement of the bicep muscles produces a bigger or larger movement of the muscles on the hand itself. So lever action is very important for bodily function. So to give a visual on what I am explaining, you have your arm acting as the lever, your muscle here acting as the effort to pull the joint, whatever is in your hand being the load placed on the hand, and your joint itself acting as the fulcrum or the point at which the hand moves, turns, or oscillates. That is just to give a visual on what I am explaining here. So other things to note, some key points will be: movement is important to humans. We stand on our feet, walk on our two legs, and use our hands to make and use tools or objects. Ligaments and tendons are both tough tissues. Ligaments attach bones together, and tendons attach muscles to bone. That is an important thing to remember, so you will not mix up what is a tendon and a ligament. Again, a ligament attach bones together, and tendons attach muscles to bones. Joints are the point at where bones meet. Fixed joints occur where there is no movement. Hinge joints where there is movement in one plane. Ball and socket joint where there is movement in all three planes. So that was the end of the topic on joints. I hope it was very understandable. Until next video.